Hello, my lovely crocheters, and welcome. It is so wonderful to have you here with me today. We are going to explore a truly magical part of crochet. It is something that can transform your flat pieces into amazing three-dimensional shapes. I am talking about decreasing stitches, my dears. It might sound a little bit technical, but I promise you, once you get the hang of it, you will feel like a crochet superhero. This technique is absolutely essential for so many beautiful projects that you might be dreaming of making. So grab your favorite hook and some comfy yarn, and let's get ready to learn together on this exciting journey. Now, you might be wondering, why is decreasing so important? Well, imagine you are making a cute little amigurumi animal. How do you get that lovely round head, or the tapering shape of its little paws? That is right, it is all down to decreasing. Or perhaps you are dreaming of a beautifully fitted cardigan, one that curves just right. Decreasing stitches allows us to narrow our fabric, to shape armholes, necklines, and create those flattering silhouettes. It is the secret to making your crochet projects look professional and truly handmade with skill and care. Without decreases, many patterns would simply be impossible to achieve, and we would be limited to squares and rectangles, which are lovely, but sometimes we want more curve and form. Learning how to decrease stitches opens up a whole new universe of crochet patterns and possibilities. Suddenly, those intricate patterns that once seemed too daunting will start to look achievable. You will be able to tackle projects that require shaping with confidence and with flair. Think of adorable baby booties, stylish hats that fit perfectly, or even elegant shawls that drape just so. All of these rely on the clever technique of reducing your stitch count at specific points in your work. It is like learning a new spell in a magical craft, one that gives you so much more creative control over the final outcome of your beautiful handcrafted items. It really is a game changer for your crochet skills. In this friendly guide, we are going to break it all down step by step, nice and easy. We will start with the most common decrease, the single crochet decrease, often written as SC2 tog. Then we will move on to the double crochet decrease, or DC2 tog. I will share all my little tips and tricks to help you make your decreases neat and tidy, just like a pro. We will go slowly, and you can pause and practice as much as you need. Remember, crochet is all about enjoying the process, and learning new things is a wonderful part of that. So take a deep breath, relax, and let's begin this adventure together. Let's dive into our very first decrease, the single crochet decrease. You will often see this abbreviated in patterns as SC2 tog, which simply means single crochet 2 stitches together. It sounds quite straightforward, and it truly is. This technique is fundamental for shaping all sorts of projects, especially amigurumi, where you need to create those lovely curves and closed shapes. It is also used in garments and accessories to create gentle shaping. The goal here is to take 2 single crochet stitches from the row below and combine them into a single stitch on your current row, effectively reducing your stitch count by 1. It's a neat little trick. So how do we actually do it? Let's go through it together, nice and slowly. First, you will insert your hook into the first stitch where you want to make the decrease. Then, yarn over your hook and pull up a loop, just like you are starting a normal single crochet. You should now have 2 loops on your hook. Here comes the clever bit. Instead of finishing that single crochet, you are going to pause. Now, insert your hook directly into the stitch, yarn over again, and pull up another loop. At this point, you will have 3 lovely loops sitting patiently on your crochet hook. Take a moment to check them. You are doing brilliantly. Now for the final step to complete your single crochet decrease. With those 3 loops on your hook, you will yarn over one last time. Then carefully pull that yarn through all 3 loops that are on your hook. And just like that, you have done it. You have successfully worked 2 single crochet stitches together, turning them into 1 single stitch. You have decreased your stitch count by 1. Give yourself a little pat on the back. It might feel a bit fiddly at first, but with a little practice, it will become second nature, I promise you. It is a very satisfying stitch to complete. Here's a little catchy tip to help you remember. 2 stitches go in, but only 1 comes out. That's what shaping is all about. Or another one for you. Pull through 3, easy as can be. The key to a neat single crochet decrease is to try and maintain an even tension, especially when you are pulling up those loops. If your loops are too loose, the decrease might look a bit gappy. If they are too tight, it can be hard to pull your hook through. So, aim for consistency, my dears, and your decreases will look beautifully invisible and blend seamlessly into your fabric. Practice a few, and you will see. Now that you are feeling confident with the single crochet decrease, let's move on to another very useful technique, the double crochet decrease. As you might guess, this is often written in patterns as DC2 tog, which stands for double crochet 2 stitches together. This decrease is used when you are working with double crochet stitches and you need to shape your fabric. It is very common in things like shawls, blankets with shaping, and garments such as sweaters or cardigans, especially for creating armholes or V-necks. Just like the single crochet decrease, we are reducing the stitch count, but this time we are working with taller stitches, which makes the process slightly different, but just as achievable. Let's walk through the steps for the double crochet decrease together. First, you will yarn over your hook, just as if you are about to make a regular double crochet stitch. Then, insert your hook into the first stitch of the 2 you want to decrease. Yarn over again and pull up a loop. You should now have 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and pull through just the first 2 loops on your hook. Pause here. You will have 2 loops remaining on your hook. This is like making the first part of a double crochet stitch, but we are not finishing it just yet. This is the crucial starting point for the decrease. Now, with those 2 loops still on your hook from the first partial double crochet, you are going to yarn over again. Then insert your hook into the stitch where you want to complete the decrease. Yarn over and pull up another loop. You should now have 4 loops sitting on your hook. It might look like a little crowd of loops, but don't worry. Next, yarn over and pull through just 2 of those 4 loops. You will now be left with 3 loops on your hook. We are almost there, my lovelies. You are doing wonderfully. This step mirrors the first part of making another double crochet. For the grand finale of our double crochet decrease, with those 3 loops remaining on your hook, yarn over one more time. Then, gently and carefully, pull that yarn through all 3 loops on your hook. And there you have it. You have successfully completed a double crochet decrease, turning 2 double crochet stitches into 1. Your stitch count has now been reduced by 1 stitch in that taller fabric. It creates a really neat and tidy finish. Take a moment to admire your work. It is quite an elegant stitch once you get the rhythm of it, isn't it? It allows for graceful shaping. So there we have it, my wonderful crochet friends. We have journeyed together through the world of decreasing stitches, tackling both the single crochet decrease and the double crochet decrease. Learning to decrease is such a fundamental skill in crochet, and it truly unlocks so many more creative possibilities for you. It is the key to shaping your projects, whether you are making adorable amigurumi, stylish hats, cozy garments, or intricate shawls. Understanding how to reduce your stitches allows you to bring your crochet visions to life with beautiful form and structure. It is a technique that will serve you well in countless projects to come, so be proud of what you have learned today.
I hope this guide has been helpful, my dears. Happy crocheting! And I cannot wait to see all the wonderful things you will create
with your newfound superpower of decreasing. Keep those hooks busy, and happy crocheting!